Hey guys. Hey guys, first I want to say thanks for clicking on this video. Thank you for stopping by. Welcome back to another tutorial by Shayna. In today's video, we're going to be making a baby shower gift with a baby onesie. But first we're going to do is personalize this baby onesie. This is a newborn baby onesie and I'm just using my mini Cricut press to get all the moisture out of this shirt. And then once I'm done doing so, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to be pressing on the custom design with the baby name that I've made on my Cricut. I'm not going to be showing you all of that today, but just know that I made this in Cricut Design Space. So here we are. Once we got the moisture out of her shirt, we place our transfer where we want it to be. And I've been doing this for a while, so I'm like good at eyeballing it. But if you're going to do this, please make sure you use a ruler or a measuring tape or a tailor tape or whatever it is, and measure so you don't have it on one side versus the other side. And if you're curious about the measurement of my transfer, it on baby onesie, especially for the smaller baby, I usually do 4 inches by 4 inches. So 4 inches wide by 4 inches for the height. So here we are, we're using our mini press and I'm just rubbing this all over because, you know, you could hold it in one spot if you want to. Hold it there and then count a few seconds because our mini press does not count down our seconds, okay? So, but I don't want to put this thing onto the big press. I mean, I could, but why powering up a big press for just a little thing? Just put it on with the mini press. So now that's a cool peel. So we're gonna put it to the side, and then we're gonna be stretching our Bobo balloon. Okay, I already start stretching this balloon off camera before I came on, so it looks easy here. But let me tell you, if you're not sweating, you're not stretching, okay? These Bobo balloons aren't easy to stretch. However, I'm just showing you guys right here how it should be stretched. But I already did pre-stretch this before I came on because guess what? I ain't gonna do all of that. But anyways, so we open up our nozzle. We're going to use our electric balloon pump. And you could get this anywhere. It could be at Walmart, Amazon, Temu. Well, nowadays, you know what's going on with Temu. But anyways, you could get off Temu. If it's in the United States, you could just pay $2.99 for shipping. Just saying. Anyways, let's move on to the video and get out of people's business. So now, just blowing up our balloon. And all I'm doing is I'm blowing up this balloon to the maximum capacity. Not for it to pop, but to somewhat the maximum capacity that you can be blowing up to. And then all I'm doing here, I'm blowing it up to stretch it. Then I'm going to make sure it has a nice round shape. And any part that I see that looks some kind of way, like he'll shape it or anything, I'm just going to be trying to like get that out, okay? So we're going to deflate our balloon after blowing it up. And this is just to stretch it out so we can get our onesie inside of the balloon. So here we are. Now, there's a couple ways of doing this. You could cut your balloon and put it in. But anyway, see, we're back to the onesie. Now it's dry. Ta-da! We're peeling off our transfer tape. Not dry, but cool. Because it's a cool peel. If you try to peel off some, make sure if you're going to do these type of things, you read the instruction on your vinyl. Some are hot peel, some are cool peel. And if you try to peel a hot peel, a cool peel, hot, that vinyl is going to come up. And then you're going to say, oh, the vinyl doesn't work. No, the vinyl works. You just didn't do it right. Okay, so you are just showing you that baby Hendrix is in there though. Came through. So that onesie, we're gonna keep it on the paper rack. Usually I would take that off and put like a wooden dowel in between with a fish line. But guess what? We're not doing that today because I kind of like this hanger just like it is. So we're gonna wrap some fish line around that little paper hanger. And we're gonna tie that in very tightly. Now you don't have to do like me and wrap a fish line. What you could do is you could just poke a hole inside of that little paper hanger and push your fish line through it if you want to. But I'm just tying it around so I could tie it multiple times versus putting a hole. So if you want, you could do it this way or you could poke a hole. You choose. Like I said earlier, usually I put a wooden dowel in the onesie and use that. But because this is paper hanger, life is good. Plus, I don't have to cut my balloon for this one. Keep watching, you'll see. Most of the time, I cut the balloon. Depends on the outfit, especially if it's like, you know, like a custom, like, let's say the parents brought their own outfit. It's bigger, thicker, then yeah. But this one is like, you know, keep watching, you'll see. This is like really, it's good quality, but it's small. It's a newborn, and you can just fold it, and then we're going to just stretch our balloon mouth out, put it in there, because I cannot afford a balloon stretcher. They do have those things. It's like for anywhere from $400 up. So, but I don't make balloon that much to be buying the thing. If balloon was my daily thing or how I survive out here, then definitely would invest in it because I'll be making money to buy that, right? Yeah. Anyways, so now here we are. We got our Bobo balloon back, and I don't remember what size Bobo balloon this is because guess what? I've had this video for a while, and now I'm just getting a chance to get it out here to y'all. But I think I want to say it's about I want to say it's a 10-inch or 12-inch. I feel like it's a 12-inch. We'll see. So here we are. See how I'm using this little opener to open up the mouth of the balloon? So we're going to roll down the mouth of our balloon all the way down that we can, all the way down. We're going to fold that down. It's not easy to do, but we're going to kind of like, it's kind of like putting frosting in a piping bag. So I'm going to turn it, fold it down a little bit like I'm doing there. And once I get all the way down to where, you know, the balloon is from me doing that, we're going to use our little balloon opener. And I don't even know if that's the right name, but I'm going to call it a balloon opener because I'm going to do so. Bring that down. Then I'm going to take that, stick it in just like so. And then we're going to open it up like that. See that? Now I can stick 3 fingers in there. And I have my 3 fingers, but because this onesie is only a newborn, right? We're going to like fold our onesie. See? We're going to roll it. And apparently I was trying to multitask, but that didn't work. So I put that to the side, got that inside. Then I'm going to roll this as fine as I can or as small as I can. You see how I'm rolling it and rolling it very tight so it stays small. So we don't have to cut the balloon and we will insert it to make life easier. Ta-da! And again, because this is a paper hanger, we're not worrying about anything being popped versus if you have like the hard hanger. See that? 1, 2, 3, ABC. We want to make sure when you're doing that, you hold on to your string. So this way your onesie don't go all the way in with the string because then you're somewhat screwed. Well, not really screwed. You could get it out, but it may be a little hustle to get it back out, fighting it to get it out. So now that we got our onesie, we're going to pull out our balloon opening tool, bring that out and make sure we still hold on to our fish wire. And there it is, ta-da! And we hold on and we're going to try to like position our onesie inside of the balloon because of course we do have space, okay? And as you do so, make sure you're still holding on to your fish wire, okay? So you see, I'm still holding on to the fish wire on one side while I'm positioning the onesie, you know, because for me, it's just easier to position it before you blow it up. I mean, maybe there's another way to do it, but Shane, I don't know. So if you do know, then send it on my way, right in the comment section. I love new ideas and I love constructive criticism, but if you don't know, then shut your mouth. All right, now keep it going. So now we got that in. I feel like it looks okay. And I'll tell you, this is gonna be the masterpiece of the baby shower. So now we still hold on to our fish wire. Now we're gonna be using our electric balloon pump. And I'm holding there and I'm gonna go woo and blow that up. Now, you could use a hand pump if you want to, but just be prepared. You're going to be here forever blowing this up. But if you're just only making this one thing, don't go buy no balloon pump. But again, you could buy, I think they're like $6. Yeah. So if you have $6 to buy a pump, then go for it. But I feel like if you're only making this one thing, you don't need to go spend no extra dollar to buy no balloon pump. You could use a hand pump if you already have that. But then again, if you don't want to go through the struggle, like I say, it's going to be a struggle. I promise you. Just try it and come back and tell me that you did. Okay? So anyways, so now that we got our balloon blow up to where I want it, I'm going to be pulling that part, which is the mouth part of the balloon. We're pulling that, again, with the fish wire inside of it still. Then I'm going to wrap that around my finger, and I tell you, this hurt like a brrr. You know that B word, it hurts. Because this balloon is not regular balloons. Of course it hurts. It hurt. My finger is killing me right now doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie a knot. And this knot is not going to hold this. So I went ahead and I tie about 2 knots. And I tied as tight as I can. Now you don't want to leave it there because again, this knot is not going to hold the balloon. It's going to slow leak over time. So what I'm going to be doing, I cut a 260 balloon in half. And we're going to use that and we're going to wrap that as tight as possible and pull as we wrap around our balloon to seal it, to make sure it doesn't leak until the owner of this balloon pops it. So we're doing that, wrapping it around. And then when I get to whichever point, I'm going to tie it and do the other things around and do opposite around. Then I also went ahead off camera and seal it. Or I didn't, yeah, and seal it for you guys. So anyways, here we are. Now we're getting to the next step. We're going to be using one of these little gift box here. And these gift box ain't cheap, but you probably could find some small one, not this quality, at the Dollar Tree if you don't have money. Or you could go on Amazon and buy one of these gift floral box. All right. So here we're going to be using gift wrap paper, and we have different shade of blue. Okay, you don't have to use this type of gift wrap paper. You can use fabric, you can use the other more heavy duty one. But for this project we're going towards, I sell these things, by the way, in case you don't know. So we're going towards customer budget. We're going to make it look nice, but it's on the cheaper end. So we're going to use tissue paper because we're on people's budget, right? No matter, you see over here, Shayna, make it happen. We work with your price, but don't be coming up here with no dollar. I expect me to work with $1 because you know what I'm gonna give you for the $1? Balloon. I'm gonna give you the balloon for $1, and then you could go figure the rest out. And I won't even stretch it for you either. Ooh, the stretching, girl, boys, ladies, gentlemen. Let's stop. So, anyways, I hope you're paying attention to me here folding this paper. So this way you don't have to ask me, can we get a tutorial on how you fold this paper? Here we are. We cut our tissue paper in a half, and then I cut it into another half, which is going to be a quarter, right? Then we fold it like a triangle, and then we fold there. Please pay attention. Then we're going to fold again. And each time we fold it, we make sure that we have a little tail leave up where it looks like a little fan. You see that? Just like so. And then we push that down. We want to make sure nothing overlaps to be exact, because we want to get that nice little decorative piece. We're going to do the same thing again here. We're going to cut our tissue paper in half. See that? We're cutting in half. And I'm just showing you guys what I'm doing. So please, I'm asking y'all to pay attention what I'm doing. Cut our tissue paper in half. I know somebody's going to say, boy, she could shot. You talk too much. Well, too bad if I talk too much. Go watch another video, because there's somebody who wants to hear it. So if it bothers you, then watch another video or put it on mute. All right, so we're folding again. There we go. Fold and fold and fold. And we're going to repeat ourselves. We put that to the side. So our one tissue paper is going to give us a few pieces. So fold again. And then now what I'm going to do once I'm done folding is staple that to hold it in place. Staple it. Staple it just to hold it in place, so this way it doesn't fall apart. Staple it again. And we're going to staple the next one. And we're going to repeat the same step by stapling. So far, I have 4 pieces. All right. So now I'm going to get my box, because it's one of the smaller box. And then we're going to set it in the box. So we're going to fold it down like so and have the bottom going. And then we're going to kind of like mix it in where you have a darker blue, a lighter blue, and a darker blue. Then I'm going to be using some glue dots here. See, I'm showing you. We're going to put the glue dots inside of the box, just like so. Peel off the backing of the glue dots, because you don't peel the backing off, then you can't stick your paper down. You can also use some tape, but for me, I find glue dots work better. You could also use hot glue if you don't have glue dots. So if you have a hot glue gun, you could use that. Don't worry about it. Don't kill yourself. So I didn't like that the middle, you could see inside of the middle of the box after I put those down. So I decided to fold another piece of blue paper and stick it in the middle. So now I'm using here some satin ribbon, and I'm just trying to find the center of my box, get it placed on there, so I can do the measurement to get this ribbon up above my balloon. So that's all I'm doing, measuring it, pulling it out, and we're going to sit the balloon right there. And you see the reason why I put that paper, that blue piece in the middle? Because if I didn't, you would have seen straight to the bottom of the box. I must say this gift is very light. So as from now on, I made a few more after this, especially for the Easter. And what I did is I used some stone, like you know those glass stone from the Dollar Tree. I pick up a few of those, and I didn't put much in it, but just a little bit to help with a little weight, because it's very light. Think about it. Balloon is light, the box is light, and the outfit is light. So it's like, let's just put some weight. Because when you hand it to somebody, he looks expensive, it looks heavy. You hand it to somebody, their hand drop like, oh, I thought it was heavier. You know. So anyways, we're making sure our balloon is nice and center up here, and everything looks how I want it. Then I'm going to pull my ribbon, and I'm going to pull it up to the top of the balloon. Unfortunately, this balloon is very big. You can't see, so we reposition our camera. And here we are. So up, if you were wondering what's going to happen to where that knot is up top. And as you guys can see, if you're paying attention, I tied after sealing this off camera and using my 260 balloon to tie it to make sure it doesn't leak. I went ahead again and I created another knot. So all I'm doing is I'm going to take my ribbon and I'm going to wrap it around that knot and tie it. You see that? just to make sure my ribbon stays in place and does not move. I'm going to pull it around and I'm going to tie a beautiful bow, and that's it. Voila, we have our gift. Isn't that pretty? Then I'm going to use my scissors and I'm going to go ahead and ducktail the end of this ribbon. Now you could leave it here, or you could take it a next step up and personalize your balloon. But why personalize our balloon? When our outfit is already personalized? So this is what it turns out to look like. It says Baby Hendrix has entered game room. I think it turns out absolutely gorgeous. It's perfect. The customer is happy. I'm happy. So life is good. So if you make it this far throughout the video, then you're the real deal. So why don't you go ahead and just give this video a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Also type me a comment in the comment section. I love hearing from you guys, and I do reply to each and every comment. Also, don't forget to share this out with your friends and family, okay? You never know who wants to see this. And if you're not following me over on Shayna's Home DIY and Craft, go ahead and do so. Please and thank you. And the link to Shayna's Home DIY and Craft will be in the description box below. Also, go ahead and follow me over on my social media page, okay? All right, so until next time, walk good, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!